Hi! In this video we're gonna dig deep into the numbers, the heart and soul of my business. We'll uncover how many YouTube videos I have created, how many Instagram posts I've shared, how much revenue my business have generated, and most importantly, how much I've been able to pay myself during the third quarter of this year. This is the quarter when I opened my membership, had my vacation, designed a brand new amigurumi calendar with 12 amigurumi pattern, as well as hosted a amigurumi design contest. A lot of things have shaped this quarter of the year, and I'm so excited to dig into all of this with you. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I share my crochet business journey here, as well as crochet tutorials. I am Veronica, a full-time amigurumi designer based in Finland. And if you are one of my more regular viewers, welcome back. I'm super excited to have you here. Before we dive into those juicy details, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future crochet business updates. So let's dive right into it and see how my business has been performing during the past 3 months. Get ready for some real numbers and some business insights. Let's go! Welcome to my Google spreadsheet. Here is the home for all my stats. I usually have a check-in at least once a month, usually in the beginning where I check the previous month, everything that I've done, content created, and all the numbers, and then I add it to this Google sheet. I really love numbers. I love to analyze what's working and what's not. And I'm really excited for this spreadsheet because it's new for this year and I have the possibility to compare this year's stats with last year's, which is very exciting because I became full-time self-employed last August. So it's fun to see how the numbers have evolved and changed since then. Let's start with content. And here I have divided my content into YouTube, lives and webinars, blog posts, Instagram feed posts, and shorts, reels, and TikTok. Right now, I'm not posting shorts or TikTok. I mostly do reels, and in September, I actually experimented a little bit with making more reels than usual. But let's start with YouTube content. So, in total, during Q3, I have made 12 videos. The videos is fewer in July because I had my vacation in July, so I only published 2 during that month. In August, I published 6, and in September, I published 4. My goal per month is 4, and my total goal for 2023 is to release 52 new videos on my channel. And yeah, so far, so good. I definitely think we can achieve it. It's 20 videos, so it's more than 4 per month, but I have a lot of videos planned for this upcoming month and especially in December because I would like to have a not a vlogmas like in a traditional way where you vlog once per day, because that is just exhausting and I don't think that that is realistic for me, but to come out with a 1 vlog per week. That would be really exciting, and also maybe some other content as well. So we will see. I'm very hopeful with this goal. Then we have lives and webinars. In July, I hosted 1. That was the assembling party for the July crochet along. In August, I have had 3. A lot of them is inside the Happy Amigurumi Club, and in September, I hosted 5. Some of them are for my Amigurumi Design Lab students, and some for my Happy Amigurumi Club members. So in total, I have hosted 9 lives/webinars during Q3. I don't really have a average goal for this, just because it varies a lot depending on if I'm having a course that month or not. It will be more regularly because I have regular live streams over in my Happy Amigurumi Club, so there will be at least one per month. I would like to have regular live streams on my YouTube channel as well, but we will see. My YouTube channel might be a little bit too small to have regular live streams, but I don't know. Let me know if that is something that would be interested. It would be fun to just have some kind of crochet and chat type of live streams. Then we have blog. I am not actively publishing new content on my blog. I publish a blog post for the video tutorial of the month, which is connected to Amigurumi wall calendar. So that is why I have one new blog post per month. I also make a blog post connected to this video. So if you want the content in a written form, you'll find the link to the blog post in the description. But yeah, I'm not that active, but I have a lot of blog posts that get regular views just because they're very popular and rank pretty high on Google. So yeah, that is how that looks like. The light bar is the stats from last year, the same time. So I'm trying to compare, but if there is nothing to say about it, I'm just leaving it. So let's go to, blog post. You can probably count it in your head. 3 blog posts. Instagram feed post, 27. September was very more quiet than usual, just because I focused more on reels instead. And July I had my vacation, so I published very little. I could have been better at scheduling posts, but I just didn't feel like it. So I just left it like that, and that is totally okay. You don't have to do everything all the time. So compared to last year, it's about 10 posts less, but yeah, that is okay. So reels I have published in September 17, in August 1. This kind of boosted my engagement over on my Instagram page a lot. So I'm very excited to do more reels. They definitely gather more likes and comments as well than my feed posts usually do nowadays. So I definitely think it's the way to... On Instagram, that should be my main focus because it gives back more than feed posts. I also post a lot of stories. This week I haven't because I was so tired last week, and this week I'm doing the bare minimum, only the things that is necessarily to just have my business running. I know the stories are very popular and I also like them myself, but I've been too tired to even think about it. So sometimes it's good to scale down a little bit and just focus on the things that matters the most inside your business, and that's the goal for this week. Hopefully I will have more energy next week, but we will see. Then let's go to the goals. Average feed post on Instagram is 8. Goals for 2023 is 100 posts. So I'm pretty close to that. So I will most likely crush that goal. Instagram reels. Yeah, I think I could manage to push out maybe 20 reels. I think there will be more reels during Christmas time as well, because I have a lot of Christmas content, and I would also like to make more reels about the Amigurumi calendar of 2024 to market that one as well. So let's move on to followers. I like to track my content because that is something that I can impact on. I have the power over how much content I make or not make. The followers that's a little bit more tricky because I have zero power over if people are following me or not. I mean, yeah, it is intertwined with the content you're making, and if you are creating content with value and good content, people will more likely follow you. But it's not that simple. So that is why I like to focus more on the content that I've made and track that than actual followers. But I also think it is important to track followers and that kind of stats, just because you still want your business to be growing and increasing. And if things are looking red and decreasing, you need to think a little bit about what have I done, what can I do differently to turn around these numbers. So that is why I track both content and followers. So let's start with Instagram. Let's see. Instagram, during Q3, I have gained 100 new followers. It was in August. It seems like it. My growth on Instagram has been very, very slow these past year, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not in those numbers that my main thing lies. My goal would be to reach 15,000 this year. Oh no, to be honest, I don't think I will reach it. But I mean, it's always good to have a goal and something to move forward to. So the average in that case would be 350 new subscribers per month, and we are not even near that. So yeah, that is my Instagram update. Then we have my email list, which I'm very, very proud of. And there is also where I get my most sales from. So for me, that I have a active and healthy email list is very important. So last Q2, I did a cleanup in my email list and removed all the unactive people in there from the past year. So people who haven't opened any emails or done anything. On Flowdesk, you can search for all of these people and then you can just bulk delete them, which is very, very handy. During Q3, I have gained 218 new followers on my email list, which is, that's good. That's the highest number yet this far this year. So that's good. Then we have my Facebook business page. I don't really care that much if this grows or not, but I have gained 5 new followers on that, which is fun. It's always nice when people are following you there as well, but I don't really get a lot of clicks through my website or web shop or anything through that, so it's not that super important. Back to the email. My goal is to come up to 15,000 email subscribers this year. So it's the same as the Instagram. I'm not really sure I will achieve this as well, just because I will probably do a cleanup before this year is over again. And with the cleanup, there is always people. I mean, the email list is naturally decreasing, but I'm happy if it stays around 10,000. And it's not the number, is the amount of active people inside of your email list that is the most important. So yeah, that was a little side note about that. Then we are gonna move to the Facebook group. 5 people have left during Q3. That is totally fine. I'm really excited and thankful for all the people who are still in that group. I think the community is amazing and I love publishing stuff there and asking people for opinions and having polls and stuff like that. So yeah, but I'm not concerned about that number. Then we have my Pinterest. This is views per month that I am tracking. My Pinterest journey. started very good, and after that it decreased and decreased and decreased, and my views isn't going up anymore. So most of this is probably due to that I'm not making any new pins currently. So that is a goal for Q4, to add new pins for the patterns that doesn't have any pins yet. So currently it feels like it's most the strawberry pins that is generating people to my Pinterest board and my website. So, but yeah, this is how it looks like. 246,000 monthly views during Q3. It is less than Q2, but that is not weird at all, because the strawberry pattern is a very summer pattern. But it is more than Q1. It is, as you can see the numbers from last year, it is no way near that. And I don't really know what I'm doing wrong. And yeah, if you have any Pinterest tips, let me know in the comments, because I think my Pinterest needs some kind of first aid. Like now. So yeah, that was the Pinterest update. Then we have YouTube subscribers, which is growing, and I'm so happy for that. YouTube subscribers is definitely not the most important number that you should track on YouTube. Watch hours is so much more important, because that determines how much money you will get. So, but yeah, still happy that I have a healthy channel that is growing. So 200 and almost 50 new subscribers during Q3. My goal is 5,000 subscribers at the end of the year. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please go and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's see if we reach this goal. I feel like if my channel is growing at the same phase as previous Qs, it will not hit 5,000. But I've also heard that YouTube can be pretty crazy during Christmas times. And my plan is to do Advent vlogs. So I have my hopes up. And I'm still very excited about YouTube and creating long-form video content. So I hope you enjoy them too. Then I have added a new section to my spreadsheet, which is for my website. My friend Demonita said that it might be good to track the visitors to your website, and she's totally right. I have no idea why I haven't tracked this, because I have tracked it before, but then I stopped because Google Analytics made me anxious, because they have updated stuff and it's so confusing. So I have taken a break, and now I've gathered the stats from my Shopify store instead. So this is how it looks like. And it was a really funny dig into this number, because they are growing. Like from January, each month have grown with people who have found and visited my website, which is a good thing, because the more people who visit my website usually visit my web shop and usually buy something from the store. So I'm really excited. Q2, I had around 11,000 visitors to my web shop and website, which includes the blog as well. And during Q3, we're up to 12,403 visitors, which is crazy. So I'm really excited. The most people, let me show you. Let me bring out some Shopify store stats. Yeah. Shopify has a really good analytics tool. That is also why I don't really use Google Analytics anymore. I used to use it a lot, but I don't really do it anymore. So this is Q3 compared to Q2. And yeah, I wanted to show you this graph. So most of the people who are coming to my website is actually through YouTube, which is super exciting. Then Pinterest is on the second place and Facebook on the third. And then we have Instagram and Twitter somehow. I'm not using Twitter, so probably someone has tweeted something. Hope is a good thing or shared something. The most visited page are my strawberry pattern. It's a free blog post pattern. That is the two most visited ones. And then we have my 3D amigurumi heart and the front page of my website, and as well as my blog section for the free amigurumi patterns. This is very obvious that the free stuff is getting more views because, we are all human. But yeah, it's nice to know that what kind of pages are driving traffic to my website. So if you haven't seen the Shopify analytics section, this is how it looks like. And this is also a very exciting number that my people are finding me through patronamigurumis.com. I guess they have shared some of my patterns. Ravelry is growing and people are finding me more through Ravelry, which makes me so excited to add more patterns to there as well. Smart Bio is from Instagram, so 150 people around that. These are all greens, which are good. Here's also probably a website that has shared some of my patterns. And Easy Crochet has also probably shared something that is driving traffic for me, which is really, really good because Google likes when people are finding your website through other website. So it is a good thing to be referred in that way. Here you can also see that most of my visitors come from United States and Canada, as well as Australia, and then some from the Philippines and some from Russia. This queue. So that is exciting. My top selling products, we're gonna go through as well in just a minute when we talk more about the revenue side of everything. But yeah, this is like my favorite page in Shopify. But let's move forward and walk through the revenue. So during Q3, the revenue was 5,140.70 cents. This is euro because I'm based in Finland. So all my money stats is in euro. Feel free to convert it to dollars or anything else if you prefer that. I'm excited because this is way higher than last year. This is over 2 times the revenue that I had during Q3 last year. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy that the revenue is growing because that also means that the business is growing and that my salary is growing as well. My goal for this year is 30,000. I was a little bit scared that I wouldn't be able to reach this, but I'm gonna be participating in a Finnish design and craft fair in November, and I'm very excited. And I'm also very positive that I will sell a lot of calendars during that event. So if my revenue is around the same per month, I will easily come up to 20,000. But if we add on the market, I think I might even be able to reach 30,000, it's crazy because last year my revenue for the entire year was around 10,000. I have already hit that goal because now I counted this and I'm up into 12,449 euros. So I have already crushed last year's revenue, which is it's very exciting. And I'm so happy that the hard work behind everything is paying off and the business is growing. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. My best-selling things during this period is my Happy Amigurumi Club, as well as the mystery yarn kits for the October crochet along, as well as the amigurumi calendar, and I've also sold a couple of yarn skeins during this period. I have as well sold yarn kits, but we are gonna talk about that in a bit. Revenue, we have walked through that. I've divided up my revenue into I'm currently selling and which kind of product. I've grouped the products together a little bit just to see what kind of products is working and what I should put more energy into. So my crochet along, I haven't sold any single crochet along tickets because my crochet along have moved into the Happy Amigurumi Club. So instead of tickets, I sold memberships in June before the July crochet started. The same is now in October. So I sold tickets, but everybody bought memberships instead of tickets in September for the October crochet along. So I didn't sell any crochet along tickets, but yeah, you got the explanation. It's very straightforward. Then we have yarn kits. I have sold a crazy amount of yarn kits. My goal this year was 80 yarn kits. I have already sold 124. This is because one museum reached out to me and asked if I could make a yarn kit for a pastry that is Finnish, and I did. So I have created 80. I haven't packed them all yet, but I have got orders for 80 yarn kits for 4 different museums. So I'm really excited, and that is why that number is so high. I also sold out all of the October crochet along yarn kits, and I'm very excited about that as well. I'm still confused about the yarn kits because this is something I've been talking about in the studio vlogs as well, that my goal was to have yarn kits still this year and then analyze and most probably stop making yarn kits. But they are doing so well right now that it's really stupid for me to stop packing and selling yarn kits. So yeah, we will see what happens with them. The thing with yarn kits is that it's very expensive to ship them, and it's a lot of work to gather all the yarns, and we have a very small apartment, so we don't really have anywhere to store a lot of yarn stock. So that was why I was thinking about quitting selling yarn kits, but yeah, we will see. I haven't decided anything yet. Let's move on to patterns. So during Q3, I have sold almost 50 patterns. It is a pretty low number, and I would love to increase this number. I haven't released any single patterns during Q3, which might be one factor, because always when you publish a new pattern, of course, the pattern sales also increase. A lot of my followers and customers have already crocheted like most of my patterns. So for me, I think a new goal for next year is to design more patterns for my web shop, and by that also increase the sales. This is a number that is combined with Etsy sales and my web shop sales. I sell about 1 to 2 patterns on Etsy each month. It is a very low number. I don't drive any traffic to Etsy. I'm looking into how I can improve my Etsy shop with the SEO so that it would be working for me instead of against me. No, it's not working against me, but I would like it to be like its own section of my business that's just driving in sales regularly in each month without a lot of work. I don't know if that is even possible. You might need to push a lot of traffic to Etsy to make it work. I don't have a lot of knowledge when it comes to Etsy, so I have a lot of to learn still. If you have any valuable resources regarding Etsy and how to improve and sell more their digital patterns specifically, let me know in the comments. Then we have my calendar, which is one of my biggest products that I put the most energy and effort into. I did my first wall calendar last year, and I made a new one this year that is space themed. I will link the calendar down below if you're interested. It is very cute and includes 12 special and unique amigurumi patterns. I have so far during Q3 sold 68 calendars, which is way more than last year, because last year I only sold 23 calendars. 50 of these though are to a yarn shop. Creme Soul will have their own yarn shop where they are gonna sell the calendars as well as yarn kits. So yeah, I'm really happy that I got a really big order from them, and hopefully in the future I would like to sell more business to business, so sell the calendars to other yarn shops as well. I think it's a great way for yarn shops to boost their yarn sales, because they can always combine it into a kit, and calendars are very useful. Everyone have one, at least every person I know have a wall calendar in their home somewhere. And I think it's a fun idea that it's craft related, amigurumi related, that there is a pattern for each month. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very proud of my calendar, and I hope it will grow, and I can't wait to see what future holds for that product. It is definitely something that I will not drop in the first place. Then we have courses and workshops. I have 2 students inside the Amigurumi Design Lab that I opened the course in August. 2 joined. I'm super happy about them. They have been really excited. So yeah, it is a very low number compared to when I've previously opened the course. But I also had so many things going on in my business during August, so I didn't really push the marketing that much that I did, for example, in January, when I only focused on the Amigurumi Design Lab. I had in August the Amigurumi Design Contest, as well as I worked my butt off regarding with the calendar. So, I mean, it's not weird that the number is that low. It would have been fun to have more students inside of the course. I'm currently also rethinking the course a little bit. I would love to make it evergreen because the launches takes a lot of time and energy from me, and I've launched it several times now, and I feel like I've done that, been there, done that. So my idea is to make it into an evergreen course that you could join and do whenever you want to. But yeah, that is also something that is bubbling in my mind currently. Then we have my Happy Amigurumi Club, which is my membership that I opened in June. And I have had a total of 176 members. So let me explain this because this might be a bit confusing. 62 people paid to be in the club in July. 59 paid to be in it in August, and 55 paid for September. This is not single persons, this is sales. Yes. So this is Happy Amigurumi monthly sales. This is not euro money, this is individual sales. I'm very excited about my Happy Amigurumi Club. I think it's a wonderful community. I love it to bits. And I'm so excited that it's growing for each time I open it. And yeah, I just think we have so much fun. Last Tuesday, we had a movie night. It was our second movie night. We watch a movie that we vote for inside of the Facebook group. And then we sit and have a cozy time crocheting and watching a movie and chatting in Discord. And it has become my favorite part of the club so far. Of course, I also love hosting crochet alongs and sharing patterns, like exclusive patterns for my members as well. But yeah, that is how that looks like. Then we have salary so far. So during Q3, I paid myself 1,400 euros. It is around the same as Q2. In Q1, my revenue was so big that I paid myself a bonus of 1,000 euros. This time, my revenue haven't been that... I mean, yeah, it has been big, but I have the market coming up in November, and I need to buy quite a lot of inventory for that. So I've been saving up. So instead of paying myself a bonus, I have spent that money on buying yarns and calendars, and yeah, so that I have a good stock of products to sell during that market instead. Hopefully there will be a bonus at the end of the year. We will see what happens. My goal is to pay myself 500 euros per month, which I've been able to do so far this year, which is very exciting. I mean, this is a business that I have built myself from the ground up, and to finally be able to pay myself regularly, even though it's not a sustainable income at this time, but it's still money, and I'm really excited about that. During Q1 and Q2, I still had the government funding for business startups, which was around 600 euros that I got in my hand after taxes. It ended I got the last payment in August, if I remember correctly. So that is also why in September I had to pay myself more, because we have a rent to pay and food to pay for. So I really, really hope that the revenue will increase in the last Q so that I can pay myself a good wage, and as well as save some money for the beginning of next year. It would be really nice to have a bucket in the beginning and not start from zero. We will see what the last quarter brings. I'm really, really excited. And there you have it, folks. Those are the stats that have shaped my business during quarter 3. It's been an incredible journey. I am so grateful for your support and for you being a part of this community. I hope that me sharing my process with my business will inspire you and give you courage to also follow your own dreams, whether it is building your own business or quitting your day job or publishing your first crochet pattern. I can't stress enough how much your support means to me. If you haven't checked out the video about quarter 2, I highly recommend you to go and check it out next. You will find a lot of business inspiration and also some valuable tips inside of that video as well. Be sure to hit that like button if you found this video valuable, as well as maybe sharing it with someone that would find this knowledge interesting. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? On this channel, I am sharing studio vlogs as well as other crochet business related content, as well as crochet tutorials if that is more your jam. So stay tuned for more updates. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!